The narrator thinks about the late night conversations they used to have earlier and how they used to whisper for a long time. But now the intimacy between this couple is long gone. Communication between the partners, which is the foundation of a successful marriage, is now restricted to nods, a passing smile, and long silences. He is always lost in thoughts, and she wonders what he is thinking about. She understands the significance of the meetings and that the things said between him and his comrades mattered more than what the husband and wife could now communicate. Their family life, which is private, is completely invaded by his friends or the comrades. She listens to the discussions he has with his friends when they visit him regularly. Most of the time, he is completely engaged in heated discussions and forgets that his wife is also there in the room. Sometimes, when he notices her, he looks at her earnestly, as if trying to communicate that or hope that she understands the gravity of the situation. Remember, the narrator is also a teacher. So she teaches in the nearby school. So she compares that look to the way she looks at her students, hoping that they understood the concept that was being taught. You must have experienced this in classes. The teacher looks into your eyes and without even saying anything, you get what he or she meant. മനസ്സിലാവുന്നുണ്ടെന്ന് കരുതുന്നു. I hope you understand എന്ന മറ്റുള്ളൊരു നോട്ടം നോക്കും ടീച്ചേഴ്സ്. അതുപോലെ ഈ ഹസ്ബൻഡും ഈ ഭാര്യയോട് നോക്കും. ഇതിങ്ങനെ ഒരു വളരെ ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള സംഭവം ആയതുകൊണ്ടാണ് എന്ന് മറ്റുള്ള നോക്കും. I hope you understand. The man hopes that his fiancée understands how important his work is and maybe forgive him for not giving due attention to her. This is how the political condition of the nation affects the people who are fighting for their freedom. Some of you might be able to understand the situation, especially the ones who have someone in the family working as a social activist. There is no personal time for such leaders. For them, the private and public spaces merge into a conundrum. Some people criticized Gandhi, saying that by being the father of the nation, he forgot to be a good father to his own children. That is a sacrifice a civil rights activist has to pay. Her father, this narrator's father, is scared that the Boer, the farmer, or the boss, the white boss, might find out that these people are plotting against the whites while staying in his land. Her fiancé, when he is informed about this fear, tells him that it is better to inform the Boer that they were holding a prayer. ഒരുപാട് പേരിങ്ങനെ വന്നു പോകുന്നുണ്ട് ഈ വീട്ടിൽ. അപ്പോൾ ഇനി എങ്ങാനും ഇത് ഇവർക്ക് എതിരായിട്ടുള്ള എന്തെങ്കിലും മൂവ്മെന്റ് ആണെന്നുള്ള കാര്യം തിരിച്ചറിഞ്ഞാലോ. അപ്പോൾ അതിനു മുമ്പ് ഇതെന്തോ ഒരു പ്രാർത്ഥനയാണെന്നിട്ട് പറഞ്ഞ് ഒരു കള്ളം പറയാണ് ഈ ഫിയാൻസി നരേറ്ററിന്റെ അച്ഛനോട്. He wants to get married. This fiancé wants to get married to this narrator, but there was no time for marriage as well. They were living together without having completed the official ritual. They were not married as such. Many cultures don't really have the ritual of marriage, and what we now call living together is a normal phenomenon among several cultures. However, when your community has made marriage a custom, then it does put pressure on the couple to obey the norms of the community. ഇപ്പോൾ കല്യാണം കഴിയാത്തതുകൊണ്ട് ആരും ചോദിക്കാനൊന്നും വരുന്നില്ല. പക്ഷെ കല്യാണം കഴിച്ചിട്ടില്ലാത്തൊരു സിറ്റുവേഷൻ ഉണ്ടല്ലോ. സോ ദേ ആർ ഷീസ് ഫീലിംഗ് that insecurity. He is not able to spend time to think about the narrator's needs and the sense of security the official ritual of getting married would give her. She is expecting another child, but the man is unable to care for her. She can only wait and listen to his vision for his people. He can only assure her that their children will live in a new country, a country which gives them freedom from oppression. He tells the narrator about the big man who was with him in the island. Who do you think this is a reference to? It must be Nelson Mandela. The big man എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ വേറെ റോബിൻ ഐലൻഡിലെ ഏറ്റവും അറിയപ്പെടുന്ന ഒരു പേര് നെൽസൺ മണ്ടേലയുടെയാണ്. She tells her daughter that one day her father too will be known as a great man. അപ്പോൾ കുഞ്ഞിനും ഭയങ്കര വിഷമമുണ്ട്, കാരണം അച്ഛനെ കാണാനേ കിട്ടുന്നില്ല. അപ്പോൾ അമ്മ പറഞ്ഞ് ആശ്വസിപ്പിക്കുക, എന്താണ്, ഒരു നാൾ നിന്റെ അച്ഛനും ഇതുപോലെ ഒരു വലിയ ആളാകുമെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ് ആശ്വസിപ്പിക്കുകയാണ്. The narrator ends the story describing her view from the place she used to sit when her fiancé was in prison. She has come back to that exact spot, and she looks at the sky and sees a cloud in the shape of a rat eating the sun. അപ്പോൾ സൂര്യനെ കാർന്ന് തിന്നുന്ന ഒരു എലിയുടെ ഷേപ്പിലാണ് ആ ക്ലൗഡ് ഉള്ളത്, ആ മേഘമുള്ളത്. It could mean how the light from her life is slowly fading away. Look at that. She has returned back to the same spot. പണ്ട് ഫിയാൻസി പ്രസന്റിലായിരുന്ന സമയത്തുണ്ടായിരുന്ന ആ സമയത്ത് സമയം ചെലവഴിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി വന്നിരുന്ന അതേ സ്ഥലത്താണ് ഈ ലേഡി വന്നിരിക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ അന്നും ഫിയാൻസിനെ കാണാൻ പറ്റിയിട്ടില്ല, ഇപ്പോഴും കാണാൻ പറ്റുന്നില്ല. ഇതൊരു ഒരു 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 മെറ്റഫറിക്കൽ പ്രസനായി മാറി എന്നുള്ളതാണ് ഇവരുടെ ലൈഫ്. Her hope for having a home seems impossible. Home represents security, safety. അത് കിട്ടുന്നില്ല ഇവർക്ക്. ഭർത്താവ് ഉണ്ടോയെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ ഉണ്ട്, പക്ഷെ ആ സേഫ്റ്റി കിട്ടുന്നില്ല. A child tells her that the man in the photo and the one now she sees are not the same. The child does not feel connected with her dad. The narrator can only wait for her fiancé to come back to her. This wait is symbolic. It represents the waiting of all the people who are being oppressed by racism. She too is waiting to be home. ആ ഫിയാൻസിയുടെ തിരിച്ചു വരവിന് വേണ്ടി കാത്തിരിക്കുകയാണ്. ഫിയാൻസി പോയിരിക്കുകയാണ് മൂവ്മെന്റിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട്, പോരാടാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട്. അതുപോലെ ആ തിരിച്ചു വരവിന് വേണ്ടി കാത്തിരിക്കുന്നതിൻ്റെ കൂടെ തന്നെ ഈ സ്ത്രീയും അവരുടെ വീട്ടിലേക്ക് ഒരു തിരിച്ചുപോക്കിന് വേണ്ടി കാത്തിരിക്കുകയാണ്. ആ സേഫ്റ്റിക്ക് വേണ്ടി, സെക്യൂരിറ്റിക്ക് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട്. അത് കിട്ടുമോ ഇല്ലയോ എന്ന് ഒരു ഐഡിയ ഇല്ല. So all of these people, they want to go home. Home symbolizes safety, security, independence. She wants South Africa to be free of apartheid so that she can finally call the land she is inhabiting her home. അതാണ് ഈ കഥയുടെ ഏറ്റവും ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു പോയിന്റ്. Now Gordimer's short story tells how the politics of a nation affects the lives of the people. Each character in her story experiences a transformation that reflects the changes in South Africa. The narrator's husband chooses to dedicate himself to the movement after he is released from prison. Think about the effects of his choice on his family. Is it worth it? He is released from prison and he reaches his family. But is he really home? So coming back to our title, what does amnesty mean? Amnesty means an official pardon for people who have been convicted of political offenses. Amnesty could refer to the pardon given to the man in the story when he is released from the prison. But he is unable to be free in the true sense of the word, as he sees injustice all around him. Hence, this amnesty is pointless. The woman is ecstatic at his release from the prison, but her happiness is short-lived, as he dedicates his time for the movement. He has not fulfilled his promise to her. He is not a good husband and not a good father, but she pardons him, for she knows the importance of the cause he is fighting for. The title Amnesty thus points to the dark irony surrounding the release of the man from prison. If only man can forgive man and stop the atrocities committed against one another based on race, caste, gender, and religion, can we say that we have imbibed the true meaning of freedom? Thank you.